and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Atlanta. Right now, they're in 7th in the conference, looking to build on their record.
And right now for the Hawks, that big splash they were hoping for to start the season just never evolved. I mean, they're stuck there in the middle of the pack.
Well, there's plenty of games left. Sometimes it's that progress you make over the course of the season that makes you a factor come April.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. The front court is Rizuche and Johnson. Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the center. And for the Trailblazers, Grant steps in at 4 with Ayton, the big man, in the middle. Then it's Anthony Simons. Then it's Denny Avdia. And it's Kamare in at the shooting guard position. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now, here's Simons. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, you see that quick release, and Simons right on the money.
Pass to Daniels. Here's Young. Portland grabs the miss, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
Now, here is Young, following the miss by Denny Avdia. Count that one.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Outside, Avdia. Simons from outside. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the shot goes in.
Well, such a creative finisher. Young will find a way, even with the defender all over it.
And here are the Trailblazers now. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
And last year they split their season series, so this is a chance for one of them to get the upper hand on the other.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. You know, these last few years, Stan, Atlanta has been outstanding on the offensive end. But boy, have they struggled on defense.
Yeah, and I just don't know if they can go to where they want to go unless they can just develop at least an average defense, and they haven't even been close to that.
And I know we've not seen a champion who is only one or the other. I mean, you've got to be a little bit of both, correct?
Yeah, Kevin, most of our champions, as you know, have been in the top 10 in both offensive and defensive rating.
Now, here's Capella. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
He misses the free throw. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, something you notice about Clint Capella is he does not play outside himself. His primary focus at all times is on being a force on the inside.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
It's party time, Portland. Here are your Blazers record and crew.
And let's take a look at some numbers for Denny Avdija. He's around 10 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
Now, here's Simon. Last time, 14 points for him. Johnson against Grant. Ayton a screen on Johnson. Here's Grant. Grant on the follow.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
First free throw is good. And with a few games in the books, Greg, what's the key for coaches during this part of the season?
And Kevin, if I were a head coach, I'd be trying to nail down my best 5. NBA games are mostly decided in that final 3 or 4 minutes. So I want to know who I can trust when it matters most.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Sharp's checked in. A stand after 11 seasons with this Blazer organization. Damian Lillard traded away in 2023. What a run he had for Portland.
Incredible, Kevin. Not only in terms of his scoring and his individual honors, but the success he brought to the team. While they didn't get over the top and get to the finals, they were a consistent winner. If you were a fan in Portland, you had a good team to come and watch for all of those years.
Here's Johnson. Portland knocking down that triple moments ago. Cans it from downtown.
Quick attack there by Johnson so that the defense has little time to react to him getting the ball.
For Portland, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Back to Simons. Pass to Grant. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And here's Young, following Jeremy Grant's 3. Body the pass to Young. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Portland's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Outside, Simon. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For Atlanta, they come in off the loss to the Pistons in Detroit.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defense that's showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's ready to talk things through with the team. November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Portland, they're still struggling, trying to string something together, getting a lot of wins. The competition, though, so tough. The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. right at the 50% mark. Lets the three fly. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Body the pass to Okongwu. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Matthews finds Wallace. On the wing, Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Johnson's got 5 points so far.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
59 seconds left to play in the first. With the floater, it's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Here's Simons. That one misses.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
On the wing, Wallace. Here's Ronnie, defended by Sharp. Body the pass to Johnson. And Matthews kicks to Johnson. Off target from three-point range. Portland trailing here. Simons surveying the D. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Sticking with it. Simons using all of his strength on that one.
Portland shooting their first free throw of the contest.
First team foul.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Well, a former late first-round pick in 2018, Simons continues to prove the doubters wrong with his fantastic scoring ability.
It's Okongwu, high post. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more in store for you right after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hawks.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
The Hawks leading, and let's get an update on DeAndre Ayton's injury. David, what's the news?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer of the Trailblazers was able to update me on the situation. He said that it's a strained groin muscle. They're going to ice it and try and reduce the inflammation. This was a team that was struggling a bit, so losing him hurts extra. But they have to cope with the loss. Back to you.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Avdia is out there with Rob Williams. And it's Klingon into the center, filling out the middle. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Here's Henderson after the basket by Atlanta. Misses the layup.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And Reza Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
Now here's Henderson. His last outing, 16 points for him. Outside, Avdia. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. A guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
The Hawks have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And he hits the first of 3. It didn't take long for the Blazers to find Damian Lillard's heir apparent, did it, Greg?
Yeah, they drafted Scoot Henderson with the 3rd overall pick in 2023. Took him a little time to get his sea legs, but his talent is undeniable.
Murray's checked in for the Trailblazers. And he sinks the second. You know, Stan, the Blazers started the rebuild process with the big Dame Lillard trade to Milwaukee.
Kevin, it takes guts for a GM to make a move like that, and it didn't go well early on. But they've got to trust the process and stick with the plan that they made.
And he nails the third.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
Murray sets a screen for Sharp. Pass to Murray. Here's Henderson. No scoring in this one. We've seen some flashes, Coach, from Shaedon Sharp in his career. He can get hot in a hurry.
Well, look, Kevin, he is a great athlete, and when his shot starts to fall consistently, he can be electric. Right now, he's putting it together little by little. He's just got to continue to improve.
And he knocks down the first one.
And another exciting young player from Canada. Shaedon Sharp is an elite athlete, and his overall skills are really improving.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. DeAndre Ayton comes in for Klingon, and it's Grant in for Murray. Then for the Hawks, Clint Capella comes in for Okongwu, and Trae Young subbed in for Wallace.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Here's Young. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Young's got 11 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Show us your moves.
Murray's checked in for the Trailblazers. Now a look at the stats for Jalen Johnson.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And it's Henderson with the ball for the Trailblazers. They trail by 7. Pass to Sharp. Out to Henderson. Sharp against Matthews. 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. And it's Sharp missing. The Hawks leading by 7. It's Matthews on the wing. Defended by Sharp. Floats one up. And it's laid up and in by Young. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Look at that touch. Not many do it better than Young.
Trailblazers have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. For 3, Henderson. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Matthews finds Young. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy misser too.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And so here's Atlanta. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And stolen by Ayton. Sharp with it and guarded by Capella. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Sharp.
Oh, making it look routine. This is why Sharp's guys encourage him to look for that shot.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Defense is a big part of these players' games as the top shot blockers among small forwards this season. Zachary Rizachet, 4th.
Just superb in terms of their athletic defending ability. I mean, all of them. They never give up on a play and do everything they can to challenge each and every shot.
Well, and having that kind of length and activity on the wing, that's really something you need in this league to win at the highest level.
Now, here is Young. 35 points for him last game against Detroit.
Yeah, and how about his assist numbers, too? He was their offense. He was just doing everything out there.
That evens the score. 9 points for Jeremy Grant.
Grant in a bit of a hurry there. No problem.
There's 1:26 left in the first half of basketball. Stan on the floor tonight. One of the best two-way players in the game, Jeremy Grant.
Yeah, Kevin, look. He's become a knockdown three-point shooter, but he also does a great job of putting the ball on the floor, attacking the basket, and getting to the free throw line. He puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19, and he's paid his dues, working his way up from the end of the bench to a starring role. Coach Chauncey Billups says he just believes he's one of the best players in the NBA, and confidence is a big thing. Well, Kevin, he's certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, DA. Thank you so much. Pass to Daniels. Now Rizachet, defended by Avdia. Down low, here's Young. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. And now a 5-point Hawks lead.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Ayton a screen. Simons from outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Simons has got 14 points for the game.
Man, once Simons found his rhythm, he's been non-stop.
Now, here is Young. 18 points for him. A three ball. He can't get that one. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Hawks lead by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With Quinn Snyder, Coach, great offense in the first half. What made it possible?
I think we're executing pretty well. Moving them around a little bit with some fakes, and guys are just playing aggressive as much as anything. If we get a few more stops.
It's been good so far, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Hey folks, halftime here, and it's been the Trae Young show through the first half.
He's imposing his will at the offensive end. Points are coming from down low. You know what I'm saying? Ernie, you ever get low?
Oh, I can drop it to the floor. All right, let's turn now to take a look at how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
When I look at Atlanta, they're right where I expected them to be. The effort is there, but their play is inconsistent. Feels like they're still constructing this roster. We'll see what they look like by the end of the year.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. The pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. Trae Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Reza Shea in at the 3, the small forward. And the Hawks with possession here. Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Daniels. Now Young. 18 points for him. Young is double. Kicks it out to Johnson. Good on the three-point shot. Johnson's got 8 points.
Yeah, he can hit that. Nice shot there from Johnson to drop in the triple.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Pass to Kamare. Johnson against Grant. Outside, Avdia. Right side, Simon. Over Young. And he can't bank that one in. Atlanta's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Offensive rebound. Johnson can't hit.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Over to the wing. Lets it go with a 3. Outside, Avdia. The three-pointer off the mark. For Atlanta, they've gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. Reza Shea wide open from outside off the mark.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far. Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And last season, Jalen Johnson saw a huge leap in playing time and his production.
Yeah, look, he was one of the most improved players in this league. You know, came in as a great athlete, but then has really learned how to play the game, how to get to high percentage shots, how to get on the glass, and especially how to defend.
Yeah, his improvement has been off the charts.
Sure has.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. This is a good chance here to look at the teams with the most second chance points of the season. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Fifth best, the Trailblazers.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Avdia, the pass to Grant. Young against Simon. Buries the long-range jumper. Simons has got 6 in the quarter.
It took a little time for Simons to kind of come into his own, but now he's playing with supreme confidence.
Pass to Daniels. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 6 to shoot. Here's Young. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
A moment here to see the numbers for Young. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And going back to him being second in assists, it's his ability to control the pace of the game. His peripheral vision. That makes him such a great floor leader. Johnson the screen. To the middle. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Pass to Kamare. Grant against Johnson. Grant the pass to Ayton. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Loads of expectations come with going number 1 overall, Stan. We all know that. Just ask DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, Kevin, I think he's become one of the more underrated players in this league. He was the top pick in 2018. People will always measure him against that standard. But look, he's averaged a double-double every season in the league. It's not easy to be that consistent.
Man, we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks, Kevin?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about
but
now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
Now here's Wallace. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Johnson, that's for 2. Portland grabs the miss. Simons has got his 4th rebound in this one. Grant outside. For the tie. And it's good on the way in. Grant's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
Look, you know that's where Grant likes to play. Using that body in close.
Here's Wallace. Outside Matthews. Wallace the screen. Pass to Johnson. Clock at 6. Back to Matthews. A minute 42 left in the third quarter of the game. A shot, no good. Grant finds 8. For the lead, it's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Matthews passes to Johnson. Pass to Capella. Wallace with the ball. Offensive rebound. Here's Rizachet, defended by Avdia. Back to Capella. Goes back up. The shot misses. Some solid defense from 8. Out Grant. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Grant's got 13 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here is Matthews. Following the basket by Jeremy Grant. Back to Wallace. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. And so Grant will bring it up for the Trailblazers. The lead is 2. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Johnson with it. He's got 10. With some arc. Gonna go that time. And that's gonna do it for the third quarter. Portland out in front. They lead by 5. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Williams is out there with Murray, and it's Clingan in at the center position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Clingan with it, covered by Okongwu.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of them.
Wallace on the money from 12 feet away. Here's Sharp. Here now, the upcoming schedule for the Portland Trailblazers. On Sunday, they'll defend home court against the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And he makes the first. And Sharp drops them both. And here is Wallace. Pass to Roddy. Okongwu was screened. And the layup is good.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Henderson against Wallace. And here is Murray. Here's Sharp. Outside Williams. Portland moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. From past the arc. That shot no good. The Hawks trail by 5. Out to the right wing. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Murray.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Andre Ayton's checked in for Klingon. Trae Young, he's checked in for Atlanta. Okongwu, the pass to Matthews. Pass to Nance. That one drops for him.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Anderson looking it over. Ayton inside. Covered by Okongwu. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Banton's checked in. And then for Atlanta, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Johnson comes in for Larry Nance. And Daniels subbed in for Matthews. Now here's Henderson. Here's Ayton. Again the miss by Ayton.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss. Sometimes you just have to throw it up to an athlete and let him do the rest. That's a great finish from Johnson.
Portland leading. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. To the paint. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, you wonder why we're seeing so many points tonight. Just look at the D.
Not a lot of resistance, and trying to just outscore other teams, generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Pass to Daniels. And here is Capella. He's covered by Ayton. Capella dishes to Johnson to tie it up. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the inside. Tries it from 9. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Trae Young.
High motor type of player. Henderson fighting tooth and nail down low.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
Well, Scoot has all the physical attributes. He has the fearless mentality. But like most young players, he just needs some time to develop and adapt to the NBA game.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Avdia comes in for Murray. And it's Simons in for Delano Banton. Pass to Johnson. Back to Young. Daniels with it. Rizachet with it. Defended by Avdia. On its way from Young for 2. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Kumar is checked in.
For your Trailblazers, number 33, Tumani Kamara.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And that one drops. Young's got 22 points.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Guys, during that last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups talk to his team. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the three is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And there's the call on Rizachet. That is his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Simon's on the wing, defended by Young. Pass to Kamare. Three-pointer, Simon. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Capella inside. Ayton's there.
Now look at Capella getting very physical. He's not afraid to take a hit while going for a bucket.
Shoot two.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within two here. Both free throws good from Capella. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Simon's up top, defended by Young. A shot's good from Simon.
Well, those are some big points from Simon, delivering when they need it.
Here's Young. That one goes. Count it. Young's got 24 points.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Now, here's Simon. .121 left here in the fourth quarter. And that one's good, Ayton.
Well, they put their faith in Ayton, and he delivered.
Here's Young. Kicks it out to Johnson to tie it up. Good for his sixth make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Now, here's Simon. Ayton a screen on Young. Here's Simon. It's good.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time.
Who's looking for some new swag?
There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And here's Young from the arc. And it's Portland with the rebound. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
That's a basket they needed. Grant coming through.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Young. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, I guess that's why they call him Ice Trey. He is cold-blooded.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
17 seconds left in the fourth. Outside, Simon. Shot clock at 6. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Atlanta calls timeout. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
Off the inbound pass. Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Third personal foul. 15 foul.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that'll do it, folks. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Anthony Simons.